Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast, and this is my reaction to the 2-2 draw with Benfica in Game 4 of Group D of the Europa League tonight. Frustration, I think, is the overriding feeling with the result tonight. Not so much anger, not so much disappointment like it was the last time, just more frustration for the fact that game management once again has cost us, and as much as the last time you could put a large chunk of it on the players for not realising that it's towards the end of the game, you're 2 goals to the good, you play it towards the corner. Tonight the game management was fully down to Gerrard for not making substitutions. I don't understand the thinking. It was a very hard fought game. The players were run ragged all night. We've done well in large parts of it. Our defending was spot on. The players had worked their arse off, and we just didn't make substitutions, whereas Benfica made 4 substitutions in the game. Really disappointing. At this level, it's fine margins. At this level, you cannot afford to rest on your laurels. You have to adapt, and again, that's something that Gerrard hasn't done tonight. I'm trying not to criticise the team too much, because at the end of the day, a draw against Benfica, who, let's be honest, they are a Champions League side, it's still a fantastic result. It still leaves us well within our grasp to get out of this group as well. We're both on 8 points, with, fortunately, Liège got a last minute winner in their game against Poznan, so they're both on 3 points. So there's a 5 points difference. We need a point in the next 2 games. Ultimately, it's well within our grasp and well within our capability, more importantly. But the game itself, 2 changes from the Aberdeen game, and quite significantly as well, this was Alan McGregor's 82nd European appearance for Rangers, level with Barry Ferguson now as the top European appearances for us, so a fantastic feat that is certainly. The first half, it was a bit of a midfield tussle. Benfica pressing high and pegging us back. They had a high tempo and they had lots of possession. We were quite happy to sit back and hit them on the break. We retained possession when we needed to. Tavernier gave the ball away a couple of times in the first 15 minutes. It led to a couple of chances for Benfica. However, our defence were solid all half and snuffed it out before McGregor was even really called into action. We get up, when any time we got up the park, we were crowded out, and we done similar to them as well, so but a eeksy peeksy there. But we went 1-0 up on the 6th minute with Arfield, with some great play down the right hand side, ended in Kent getting the ball past the defender. It was crossed in, knocked away to the left, picked up by Barisic. I was shouting at the TV for him to shoot, but he cuts it back. Great 1-2 with Morelos. Barisic then with an inch-perfect cross into the middle of the box from the left-hand side. Roof with an outstanding header and an equally outstanding save, only to be knocked to the back post to find the head of Tavernier, who heads it off the bar, bounces back out, and then Arfield with a volley into the back of net. It deserved the goal for the whole of the play. Third time lucky, third bite of the cherry there, but what a great goal it was. So the first half, as I said, not really a lot of highlights in that. They had Benfica's best chance came on in the last minute of the first half, on the 44th minute, where they were on the left, they cut inside, a great ball to their attacker in the centre, who has an outstanding first touch to play it past Balogun into the box. However, Balogun made an outstanding last ditch tackle to put it out for the corner just as the player was about to shoot. So great piece of play by Benfica, but equally great defending there from Balogun. So into the second half, largely more of the same. Benfica made a couple of changes. We were, mopping up anything. They still never had any shots on target. Controversial moment on the 62nd minute. Roof was charging down the right with the ball near the box. He puts in a cross. The defender had his hands out and it strikes them. It spins back into Benfica possession. An absolute definite handball for me. It was close to it was at the near side linesman. I do not know what the linesman was looking at, because it was a handball every day of the week, even before these new dodgy handball rules came into effect. Benfica absolutely got away with one there. However, 6 minutes later, we went 2-0 up, and an absolutely stunning goal and a stunning move with Roof getting the goal. The ball was fed to Kamara on the left, who at the byline has a lovely back heel to Barisic, but he takes the ball forward, feeds the ball to Roof, who takes the ball a couple of yards, then unleashes a stunning shot from the edge of the box past the keeper and the net. He doesn't only just score long range efforts as well from the halfway line, he can do the work as well. An outstanding all round goal. A lot of our goals, especially in Europe, start from outstanding pieces of play, and this was another highlighted move there. However, it all started to go Pete Tong in the 77th minute when Benfica pulled a goal back with an OG from Tavernier. It was a long ball up into the far side of the box from the right, played to the unmarked attacker in the centre who has a shot, saved by McGregor, rebounded out. There was a bit of a stramash, and then it eventually rebounded off Tavernier, who, in fairness to him, knew nothing about it, and it went into the back of the net. Fortunate from Benfica there, but strangely, their shooting boots had left them all game, and they just suddenly managed to get them. And at that point, if you thought, oh no, here we go again, then that was confirmed on the 82nd minute when they pulled their second goal back to draw level at 2 each. Ball was in from the right, played into the centre, a simple play to the unmarked attacker in the middle of the box who blasted it high into the net. Just that's the more frustrating thing about both their goals. It was simple plays where we just seemed so afraid to make the tackle or backing off too much. We allowed them to walk through. Granted, they are a very skillful team, especially when it's close quarters. They can dance around our players, and I can imagine they can dance around many. They were just dancing around our players, but we should be putting tackles in. And I know if you're in the box, you're a wee bit wary, but you still need to be putting the tackle in. I would much rather them give away a penalty than give away a certain goal. And then that's how the game finished, a bit nervy as well. They had a chance, we had a chance, but it finished out 2 each. So as I said, I'm trying not to be too downhearted with it. It was still a great result at the end of the day. But Gerrard has got to look at his game management here for not bringing on subs. Just before we scored our second, they brought on 2 sets of fresh legs. As soon as we had scored that second goal, we should have been then making changes, getting players a bit rested, bringing on fresh legs, playing a bit more defensively. We never done that once again. They went 2 each. They still never brought on any subs. I thought he had sorted his issue with substitutions. However, there's certain games where he just seems afraid of making the change. And I've said it before, I don't know if it's the fear of losing overriding the fact that he's still got a job to do. It needs to be sorted. But it's all in our hands in the next game. So we've got to do the part, and you'd like to think that, with one game at home and the last game away, we're going to get at least a point out of that. However, no time to rest on our laurels. Once again, we are playing Falkirk in the League Cup on Sunday. That's a 5 o'clock kickoff. Strange time for a kickoff on a Sunday. However, I'm sure there'll be a few changes for that game as well. A few players rested, maybe a few fringe players brought in. Dave and I will be back with our main podcast. We're recording tomorrow, so it'll be out early hours of Saturday, no doubt, if not into Saturday afternoon. Depends how tired I am as well. But so, as ever, if you want to check out what we do, you can go to our website, which is ireadypodcast.wordpress.com, and there you can find the other podcasts and stuff that we do. So, thanks for listening, and goodbye.